Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sam Heine here with Family Realty, and I heard through the grapevine that you have $10,000 to spend to upgrade your house before putting it on the market to sell this year, ideally for the highest amount possible. Here's a few ideas of places to put that money towards that could bring a higher return for you when you do go to sell in terms of getting you a higher sale price. So first and foremost, if you are at the stage of getting ready to sell your house, I don't typically recommend to people that they completely remodel a kitchen or remodel a bathroom, unless the numbers really make a lot of sense, or unless you're adding a bathroom and raising the total bathroom count, or if the kitchen's in really bad shape. I don't know that the risks actually outweigh the rewards in those cases. If those things got done while you were living there, that's great. You will likely be rewarded. But in these types of cases, I always find that less can be more in terms of, sprucing the place up and selling for more money than you put in. Whenever I'm walking through a place, I always try and identify what the wow factor is in that specific house or building. And more often than not, the areas that make you say wow in a house involve the kitchen, bathrooms, outdoor spaces, the places that people are doing the most living and relaxing in their homes, where they spend the most time. Those tend to be the elements of a home that can push the sales price up higher. So first and foremost, you need to identify those things in your house. And then of course, secondly, you need to infuse them with as much wow as you possibly can before putting it on the market to attract the highest amount of buyers. So let's use the kitchen as an example. Like I said, if you're getting ready to sell, I wouldn't recommend putting $30,000 into remodeling your kitchen. Is it gonna bring a higher sale price? Sure, but we're looking for things here that aren't gonna cost an arm and a leg, that are going to bring the highest return on the sale. Think more about painting cabinets, switching out hardware, replacing old appliances, freshening up the light fixtures, maybe adding a backsplash or some new flooring. These are all things you could do to tighten up your kitchen affordably, giving it a timeless, clean, inviting look without moving the walls or cabinets that tally up to the big bucks. If a new buyer wants to come in and remodel, that's on them and their unique vision for the space. But I'd recommend factoring that into the sale price rather than risking your own time and money to remodel a space that every buyer has a different vision for. Just make sure everything's nice and clean, functional, and visually appealing, and the buyers will come. A second word of wisdom on where to put some of that $10,000 would be to get a full home inspection and get ahead on some of those repairs that maybe you've put off since you moved into the house. There's always going to be something unforeseen on those reports. You won't be able to fix everything, and you shouldn't. But things like making sure the HVAC is in proper working order, missing roof shingles have been replaced, and the broken cabinet door on the bathroom vanity have been repaired are all things that are going to give your house a much tighter, more well-kept type of image to potential buyers walking through. Plus, this way there aren't any surprises whenever the buyer comes back with an inspection report of their own after you go under contract. It just takes some of the guesswork and stress out of the process. So lastly, an area that is going to be well worth your time, attention, and money is going to be the outside of the house, the front yard, the backyard, the curb appeal. You would be shocked at the difference a well-landscaped yard can make in a buyer's first impression as they're walking up to a house, no matter where the house is. And no, I'm not talking about spending $30,000 on a koi pond with a fountain, although that would be very cool. Maybe it's creating an affordable stone walkway out to a fire pit in the middle of the backyard, adding a couple of planter beds to the backyard with some greenery poking out, lining the front walkway with some ground lighting and flowers to illuminate that front yard, building out a simple deck extending off of the back door. Or my personal favorite, adding a couple of off-street parking spaces out back extending off of an underutilized alleyway, which immediately adds value to the house. This is an area that you could spend $1,000 or $50,000 whenever you're getting your house ready to sell. But you would be shocked at how far you can get with $10,000 and really completely transforming the exterior of a house, making it more cozy and inviting, and attracting the eye of all these potential buyers walking through whenever you do have it on the market. Now look here, folks, every case and every house is going to be a little bit different in the ways that you approach getting it ready to sell for top dollar. Maybe there's a non-load-bearing wall between the kitchen and living room that can be taken out relatively easily, which would completely open up that living space. Maybe you live in a one-bathroom house and there's a pantry closet that can be converted to a bathroom without breaking the bank that would add an extra bathroom to your house. There are examples of houses where spending a little more than $10,000 may bring you a good chunk more on the sale. But the main point here is to identify and capitalize on your house's unique advantages and wow factors that are already existing there. Maybe there's some things that you can affordably do without breaking the bank to make them pop, illuminate them a little bit, make them stand out to different buyers walking through. But those are the things that are really going to bring you the highest sale price whenever you do go to sell. And if you are thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate this year, I would love to help you make that process as smooth, successful, and fun as possible. It should be a fun process, and I'd love to help you make the most of it. Shoot me a text or give me a call anytime, 502-500-6469. Happy to help out.